We got the players carding in right now. It'll be KidCrab and Emcat up first. Hello, Bubby. How's it going?
Hello, Jade.
Back on the mic.
We are so
I feel like you've been
bad.
on here all day.
No, I did like a 2-hour block this morning to begin, and then I've just been kind of vibing, watching the competition, enjoying talking with people, getting a lay of the land for the business end of the tournament as we're approaching here. So. Spectacular matches, that whole last pool, that was incredible.
It's been insane seeing how close all of these matches are.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what's so fun about getting all of these players who like don't normally get to play together too much from all different states.
Yeah.
We have 2 Michigan players in this pool. Emcat's from Michigan. KidCrab is from the Columbus area. So it'll be fun to see. Oh, Super Summer Sale.
This is probably. If you thought the last pool was close, this is on paper the closest pool that we have right now.
Seeding-wise, you mean?
HINTZ, I believe, was the top qualifier. However, just in terms of everybody's skill set, and especially with like Emcat and HINTZ working hand in hand at the Michigan round 1, there's a lot of knowledge there that could go either way. So let's get to it. First song, we got Super Summer Sale.
Super Summer Sale for our Whiteout event. Both these players I know have crazy MA.
Yeah, KidCrab has been really, really grinding on the MA and those lower middle uppers, like the 14, 15, 16. So we'll see if that pays off.
Emcat was here for our last tournament at FFC, and there was many SDPs that were happening in all of her matches, so I'm interested to see where both these players end up on.
Yeah, it looks like Emcat is pulling out to a little bit of an early lead.
They're still very, very close, though, and there's a lot of song left.
Yes. Not even halfway through the song, through the note count yet. A lot of time for KidCrab to make up some ground, still within about 10. Emcat picking up a couple non-marvelouses there, closing the gap a little bit, down about 5 points now here. Now, if you have this little break, what's your mentality going into it here? Do you look at your opponent's score, or do you think about just what's ahead?
For me, I would be looking at the score just as an unhealthy habit, to just glance over and then screw myself over with it. But it seems like neither one of them are really letting go.
Yeah, both of them
very strong with locking in on things.
Yeah, both of them very, very dialed in. Trading perfects. Oh, another great from KidCrab there. Emcat pulling the gap ahead here as we get into the final little bit of the song here, the outro. This song does take a long time to end here. Gap still stabilized around 15, 20 points here.
KidCrab picked up the miss at some point.
And
Emcat takes it.
Yeah, with that great full combo.
Very, very close. Both of them getting the AAA.
Is that one grade I saw there? Is that one grade, I think, from Emcat?
I believe, yes, it is.
39 and 1. I mean, that's, you know, so the players, we have 2 machines here. We have a warm-up machine, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the pads are the same. Every pad feels a little different, so when you're making that transition after a warm-up to a different machine, you have adjustments. You have to deal with that.
It also feels a little bit different if you're not from this area, because I will say the FFC pads here are very different from a lot of the other places that people tend to play at. So
yeah, no, absolutely.
Pads are a bit further away from the actual monitor, so it's amazing how just that little bit of difference can really change things up.
Acoustics can play into it as well,
Yep.
the volume of the machine. As speaking of volume, we have an extremely loud song that's 6-string proof here. A little bit later in sync, like a lot of the rock, guitar-heavy songs that are within DDR. So it's going to be a little bit of a timing adjustment compared to like Super Summer Sale.
Both players have a very good score on this. It seems that Emcat almost has a PFC on this. I would say that's probably only about one great on.
Yeah, that's about one great. KidCrab might not have played this in a long while, though. Their MA is definitely a lot higher
I
for a
think
song
this is
like
probably
this.
a song that many people don't choose typically. Like there's other things that look more interesting when you're scrolling through the song.
It is one of those 13s, 14s, 15s that kind of gets lost in the folder that you don't think about as
The
much.
jacket's not as it's not as standouty.
Yeah, that's what makes it a great pick for a tournament. So as we get into it here, both players with a pretty strong start, just about 2 or 3 perfects there. KidCrab picking up a couple more. Looks like he might have slipped a little bit on the pad, actually. We want to keep an eye on that.
Still very close in terms of EX. Oh, but great from KidCrab here.
The syncopated rhythm with the crossover there, Emcat just flawlessly hitting that there. Couple little 24th note trills there. Again, both players handling that very well. Emcat pulling more of a lead though. That MA is a little bit more crisp through the syncopated part.
Both these players were really rocking it out with this song.
Yeah, rocking it out. Yeah, Emcat looking really dialed in. KidCrab a little bit more tense in that body language there. You notice just grabbing that bar a little bit more firmly than the beginning of the song. But let's see. He stabilized his gap. Can he bring it back in these last little bits of this song?
And I see a PFC from Emcat on that.
I didn't want to say it.
I know, I was holding my breath too. We don't want to do the commentator curse.
Yeah,
it's like the ultimate bad feeling.
I think
we
we
don't
both
want to do that.
I think we both looked over there and like we looked at the screen and I'm like,
we both just didn't want to say anything. 34 perfect.
That's,
wow.
That's strong on a.
And KidCrab getting AAA on that. Nice PB for him.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely, like we said in the intro there to that song, that KidCrab has been on the grind, but they're, you know, especially with a folder that's as large as a 14, so 13.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. You just
forget about.
Yeah, you just don't play it. There's only so many songs that you can play in a day, and it's going to take a while for you to go through a lot of that.
And especially like if so, 6 String is one of those songs. It has like a little bit of everything. It has some syncopation. It's a bit more off sync than other songs, but it doesn't have anything that stands out. So if you're like working on a skill set, that's something that, again, you might not work with, but still, really strong showing. This pool can go anyway. So don't count KidCrab out. He's going to come back strong. Emcat's got good advantage moving into the next round here of this pool. But for now,
we're going to have HINTZ and Safari up here. HINTZ is another Michigan player who won first in the last tournament that we had at FFC. He won first place at Ladue. So
look into.
I believe he was the #1 seed too. So we'll see if he's able to climb the ladder and get another win for FFC.
Yeah, I don't want to quite say like defend the crown because it is technically a different tournament.
It is.
But you have somebody who loves this arcade, loves this area, loves coming down here.
I will say, as an Ohio person, I feel like a Michigan player coming and taking the crown. It's a little. I'm not going to say.
I mean, they did win the college football national championship. Can they take this championship away from Ohio? Who knows? We will see. They definitely have a lot of aspirations, both HINTZ and Emcat.
And now we also have Safari up there, who promoted from Pool 4. So he completely dominated in his pool. His scores have been insane.
Yeah.
I believe he got his first 15 PFC recently, within like the last week or two. And then yesterday, actually, I played a set with him, and he cleared his first 18. So he is just completely. It seems like a lot of focus more on MA rather than trying to grind those uppers. So
as we were talking a little bit about syncopation here. This is a skills check song. I know I said that a lot this morning too, but a lot of what's been curated have been skill check songs for each folder.
Oh, absolutely.
This is a hard song to even AAA for a high-level player.
HINTZ has a PFC on this, and it seems like Safari does not have a play, but that doesn't mean that he hasn't played this before. It's very possible that he's played it on another one, maybe transferred too early.
Yeah.
So we'll see,
I mean,
especially with this combo going right now that I'm not going to completely address.
Wrong
for
start.
Fear. Okay. Wow, very strong start for both of them.
They
they're tied.
Yeah, let's see where they are at about 125 here once we start getting some more green notes in. Okay, Safari took a great. Still close. We are still close here. So as a player, especially if you're not as experienced with these rhythms.
Yeah, these are some very strange rhythms that I feel like you're not really used to seeing in 13.
Yeah, you have to kind of treat them as gallops, like your body wants to. But you have to throw off your timing because normally you're gonna have a yellow note
Safari picked up a
on
miss.
top of that. But it's offbeat. It's just completely offbeat.
Seems like it's a little bit tricky for him, but he's not gonna let that discourage him.
Yeah, HINTZ is still sitting on that PFC. Definitely looking close to PB material here. Safari still trying to keep it within 50.
It seems like Safari's getting a bit more comfortable with some of the rhythms in this song. Oh, the commentator curse.
That part you have to like throw your body off the bar on non-ran or on non-mirror. And HINTZ with an even 1300 closes it out.
Is that I'm not sure if that's a PB for HINTZ or not. Definitely PB for Safari.
Yeah,
with
not
score
quite,
on there.
but
23 for
very close. I mean, for a tournament play, that's strong.
Yeah.
That's really strong.
I believe this is Safari's second tournament as well. I know he played in Modal recently, so.
Yeah, I mean to advance out of your early pool in your second tournament, that's incredible.
A new experience.
All right.
Oh, okay. We have Revolution coming up. We have a PFC from HINTZ on this. For both the 14 and the 17. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, another.
I take it that he likes this song.
Yeah, another lucky, I would say lucky draw for HINTZ, but definitely in his wheelhouse. Just looking at that, 13 there. That's a strong personal best. But we will see how Safari can fare. They started off really strong last song. Let's see if they can hold it.
A nice steady stream here for a while.
Both players are attacking the notes. We can literally feel.
Both of them seem very comfortable with
yeah,
this.
we can feel the rumble of the pad underneath with how much energy they're putting right now to stay on beat.
That's right. Let's get some whoa-whoas in the chat.
All right. Through the jump section, Safari still keeping it close, keeping HINTZ honest. Right on his tail. About 9-10 points is the gap. We have a match at the break. And this is one of those 14s, it just doesn't stop. It has breaks, but it makes your legs kind of lock up. You get that lactic acid start to build up after doing a lot of crossovers, a lot of 200 BPM steps. Let's see how the players handle it. Pretty darn well, both of them on that PFC still.
Both players still seem extremely comfortable with this song.
Yeah, hitting those double taps. Both players double stepping those crossovers, not trying to do that. That's a lot of energy to use if you try to do them.
Oh, great from Safari there, but still.
And HINTZ will close it out with that 5-7-3 perfect combo.
Wow. Amazing performance from both players on that.
Yeah, I mean, 21.
It's with the PFC, and Safari had the PFC for a very long time there. Picked up a couple grades at the end, but I know if he ran that back, he would definitely be able to get that.
Oh yeah, I mean, not having a lot of experience with these charts and being able to sight read or at least pseudo sight read them on this machine, that's wild. Like that is really strong, and it's just continuing Safari's journey through this tournament so far. They're creating their own Safari through the bracket here. So we will be continuing on momentarily. I think we have.
We're doing yet another card draw. It looks like we'll have Safari back up there, and then KidCrab as well.
Yep. So this is going to be really close.
It's been very it's very nice to see that we have some pretty close matches with Safari, who did promote from one of the lower pools. So I know he did pretty good on his qualifiers. So
yeah,
it's not surprising that he's been able to be pretty close with all of these top seed players.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of parity, especially in these last two groups of players that we've had, and I think it's just a testament to how much the community has bounced back. You know, before the pandemic, we were on a upward surge, a lot of new players, a lot of new tournaments coming, and then everything kind of had to shut down. But like everybody's come back with a vengeance the last 2 years. We've seen the skill ceiling, or the skill floor at tournaments even just escalate. Even from that first pool in a stepladder style tournament that we have, people getting PFCs out of nowhere. You would never have seen that 3-4 years ago. Like it's just incredible, and to see that carry on with Safari being so competitive here, and the rest of the players that have promoted, and even the players that just barely didn't promote. It's beautiful to see as a little bit of an old head here.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, you've been in the community for a while, so it's probably nice to see like all these people continue to.
It is.
Like spread the love for the game and just play it and enjoy, and especially seeing like so many different generations of people. Like we had Peyton playing earlier, who was in here, and then we have people who have been playing for 20 years.
Yeah,
so.
like Kel that just advanced has been playing for eternity. So
it's really fun to see.
It's a wide breadth of talent we have all across the state.
Safari and KidCrab are up there. I'm interested to see if Safari is going back to the Safari, because he did pick that. He did get that card draw earlier in one of his matches.
Thanks. By the way, just real quick, got to reference chat. Camelot Lane shout out. What up, Mark? I missed that Extreme Machine. It was beautiful.
Ooh, Hard Brain. Ooh, both players have a full combo or AAA on this. It looks like both of them are very close scores on this, so probably just like one good, a couple greats or something like that. Like they are, this one should be very fun to see.
So we have, this is one of those songs, and I feel like a lot of the 15s that have come up in these draws the last couple rounds are on the longer side.
Oh yeah.
This Heartbrain does not
I think it's a stamina play. I think these players are trying to wear each other out with it. But yes, Heartbrain is definitely a pretty long song. Every time I play it, I'm like, this is...
It's like 2 or 3 false endings, it feels like. More false endings than an AEW wrestling match. But anyways, here we go. Both players starting out strong. Again, Safari starting with that MFC.
A nice steady stream. Only picking up one perfect there, so.
You're the one they came to see. 100 combos.
They are very close to the X. Safari is leading just a little bit.
KidCrab had a little bit of a slip, it looked like, again. Maybe something going wrong with those shoes again. Keep an eye on that.
Much grip.
Yeah, again, getting adjusted to the different pads can make a huge difference, especially if you like a lot of grip on your shoes playing. Making a quick recovery, but Safari kind of stretching his legs a little bit there. One great through the run. KidCrab coming back a little bit here as we hit the
Safari's
break.
still up, but they are definitely getting a lot closer.
It's like slow moments like this when you're in a chart that has a lot of stream. You get that mental break and you start thinking about how you can reevaluate. and kind of get back on time. Change your breathing a little bit just to kind of make yourself not tense up as much because you have a lot more notes coming up here.
Still relatively close. I feel like this is going to be the end run that's going to determine this match.
And KidCrab slowly clawing away a couple perfects at a time, where we're going to see these last couple runs here. Ooh, it's going to take it. Safari
And
takes
Safari
it.
takes it. Wow. Oh, and a PB on that for both of them, I believe.
Yeah, that
was wonderful to see.
That's strong
Oh,
start.
wow. So we got 54 and 4, and then I believe 65 and 2. Wow, that is insane for both players. That is a PB for both players. They absolutely crushed that song, and I hope that they're going to run that back on their own time to just be able to. They can both get it on the extra machine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, and then we have AI. All right.
All right. All right. Here we go. Love to see it.
Looks like KidCrab has the AAA with a great full combo, and then Safari has a very good score as well. It'll be interesting to see how they're able to pull this out, considering the up score with that last song for both of them.
Yeah, they're both playing some of the best DDR that they've probably played, not just in a tournament, but even just in a regular session right now.
Absolutely. Both of these players seem to be very good tournament performers.
Yeah, so like the mental mindset that you have in a tournament, there's a lot more nerves that you kind of have to deal with, and that's just natural. But just, following a strict schedule that you don't have control over necessarily,
Yeah, absolutely.
that throws a big wrench into things, even if we're running on time. So let's see who takes this battle here. See if who will.
AI is typically one of on the easier side of the 16s, I think is what most people tend to say. But it is still a pretty nasty song. Typically, mostly this part right here, it's a bit, it's a lot.
Yeah, a couple step jumps there. Ooh, as KidCrab drops a note with one of the freeze notes, actually, so that's going to hurt them pretty handedly. Gives Safari a bit more of an advantage. We're looking at about 20. Yep, 20 points right there. Those bursts.
The rest of the song from here is pretty straightforward, so it'll be interesting to see how both of them are able to hammer it out.
Yeah, the bursts, I noticed, Safari has a little bit more relaxed motion with them. Yep, right there. Kind of just.
Perhaps a bit of skill set with that is leaning more on his side. Kind of makes you wonder if maybe this is his pick or not. A nice PB for him so far, though, so.
Yeah. KidCrab is keeping it close. Now takes a great there. Well, they're both treated a great. Oh.
And Safari takes it.
All right. There was a moment there. There's a turn on one of those last bursts that you have to do, and both of them kind of like almost turned the wrong way, and then they like turned the right way at the last second. Like I saw their hips just kind of move a little bit, and I was like, but yeah, no, they handled that very well, especially in a high pressure situation.
A nice AAA for a 16.
Yeah, almost 50 EX from a personal best. Like that's incredible.
I know, especially in tournament play. So Safari's definitely someone to watch out for in tournaments, it seems like.
Yeah, definitely making a strong statement going forward here for sure. And then I think, yep, we got the Battle of Michigan coming up here early here.
Oh, the Michigan players, HINTZ and Emcat are coming up.
Yeah, we got any Michigan fans in the house here? I'm not talking about the football team either. I'm talking about our folks up here. Anybody repping Emcat, repping HINTZ? We both know them. We both love them. But who you got? Because they both got their own unique skill set, I think, and this is going to be
absolutely.
This is honestly going to come down to their picks.
nice to see Michigan people come down for this tournament. It's a bit of a drive, but it's always nice to see people who are willing to drive for the fun hangouts and a nice tournament.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just because it's considered a local tournament doesn't mean that it's local by any means.
It's a bit more spread out. We encourage people
Yes.
from other states to come hang out, neighboring states.
We got some Safari fans in the chat. I don't even think they turned. Yeah, no, like they just like kind of froze in time there. But that's good. That's good heads up play there.
Oh, okay. Starting off, we have Gaia.
All right.
HINTZ up there is really jamming out. You guys can't really see it, but he's just he's going for it.
He's fist pumping. I'm gonna assume this is probably his pick.
It looks like he had Emcat has a PFC on this, while HINTZ has just okay, I got them mixed up. So HINTZ has a PFC on this, while Emcat has a Grateful combo that looks very close to a PFC. So they're both going to. I'm excited to see how both of them do on this song, especially starting out with a 16 on their set. Yeah,
and I'm wondering too if it's been a while since Emcat has played this. Again, Gaia, great chart, but again, it's one of those charts you don't really think about. It's a banger song, but you don't see it a ton in tournament play because people are honestly kind of scared of it. This is going to be a banger of a match. So let's get to it.
And I know these two play together quite a lot, so I'm sure that it's just as fun for them to be able to challenge each other in a tournament.
A little bit of a personal grudge match here too. Ooh.
Oh, a good pickup from Emcat there with the long string of Marvelous. So.
Yeah, Emcat. Ooh, picking up another grade on a burst there. Wonder if there might be a little bit of rushing with those steps early on. Oh, handling that.
Both of them absolutely know this song.
Yeah, they handled that. And that stop. Starting flawlessly there. So HINTZ is pulled away by a little bit, by I think 20 or so points. Yeah, a little bit more than 20. Here at the break. That little run is always tricky because it's like a 2-measure break there, and then you just go right into it. They killing it, both of them. Yeah, HINTZ pulling away a little bit more.
He is definitely locked in and is not letting go of his lead. Wow, that run was. Oh, I was holding my breath for that. Okay, so HINTZ another re-PFC for that. I'm not sure if it's a PB or not, but absolutely insane performance. Emcat also with an absolutely insane performance on that. 38 for HINTZ. That is crazy. I'm not sure if it's a PB or not, but I think it's a little less than his PB, but still extremely close.
Yeah. Oh. Andrew felt like styling a bit. HINTZ felt like styling a little bit there. Speaking of styling.
Oh, ooh. Both of them up here jamming.
About to go down.
Oh.
We're going to go little groove there.
HINTZ with the Grateful combo on this, and Emcat with almost AAA on this. I do know that this song is, the timing window is very off from my experience, and it is a very tricky chart that throws a lot of different things at you. So
yeah, so like this is one of those. And this is one of those picks that's, again, it's a really good tournament pick because of how awkward and how much the timing window kind of floats.
You really have to know this song in order to be able to play it in a tournament confidently. I'm curious which one of them picked this.
I don't know. That's a post.
It's still just a really good song. Because, like, I mean, if you see the song here, you just want to hear it.
Yeah, nothing but bangers in this set, for real. Both of them hitting a couple perfects, getting used to that syncopation.
Still absolutely crushing this song. I don't know how you can't groove to this song. Emcat ahead by a little bit.
Gonna
Both
say,
players still very close.
yep, Emcat is grooving to an early lead here.
Oh, they are tied. Oh, gosh.
Oh, and a drop freeze with the great from HINTZ there.
These freeze sections are very tricky.
Yeah, you have to hold the freeze just right, have the right timing if you're gonna slide your foot into optimal position there. There's other ways to cheat it, but you know, normally if you're going for MA, you want to keep two form. So that gives Emcat about a 20-point advantage through that freeze section there. Ooh.
Wow, they are, both of them seem very comfortable with all of the tricky patterns in this.
Oh, hitting that little burst there. Emcat hit all marvelous. That was spicy.
I'm
So
telling
spicy.
you, her MA is out. It's insane.
And getting ready to close it out here. We're not over yet.
Oh, HINTZ
A
is
couple
pulled ahead.
misses. Emcat took a couple misses there. We're gonna run it. See where we finish. Oh.
And HINTZ pulls ahead by 4 points at the very end.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, right on the. Right on the
right
foot
at the
switch.
very end. Both. Oh goodness. Yeah, just a 2 great difference. That is insane. The same amount of perfects.
But you know, we were talking earlier, getting adjusted to those pads. Every pad is going to feel a little different, no matter who mods it, or even if it's the same person modding it, or making sure that it's flush. There's going to be subtle differences in the way you have grip, the way you have, you know, the flushness with the bracket itself right there. A little thing like that can make all the difference, especially when you're doing like foot switches, when you're doing like a quick burst of like 30-second notes or you know 24th or 48th notes. Like it's tough. The Emcat, that was strong as heck. I took it to HINTZ. HINTZ come out 2-0 now, I think.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna go to this. This has been tight. This has been what we expected. This is the business end of the tournament here. We got this pool, and then the winners from these round 2 pools will all go into a single elimination bracket.
Looks like Emcat's going back up with Safari. So.
All right, so yeah, just got to clear the head a little bit there. You know, it's a tournament. It's tough to shake off nerves, especially when you got to go back-to-back in your pool.
Absolutely.
But, you know, Emcat's one of the most experienced players in this field in terms of tournament play, especially tournament play for how long they've just been playing.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, they've been playing at such a high level since like 4 or 5 years ago, and it you know, that experience helps to just move on, get to the next set.
Players carding in. I'm excited to see what their songs ended up being.
Yep. Safari. I'm really intrigued by what Safari might pick here.
Very much coming out of the woodwork and really showing that he can get some MA out there and take some people down.
Yeah, if there's something straight, like a straightforward, like 8th heavy, like 13 or 14 that's in this pool here, I think that'll be perfect, but we'll have to see where we go.
Oh, ÄTHER again. Okay.
Okay,
Saw
so
this song a bit earlier. This is a very stamina-heavy chart.
so it's stamina heavy, but the rhythms aren't as complex. So if you have the stamina part down, I think this is going to be a really close match here. We'll
Looks
have to
like
see.
we have a AAA from Safari and a PFC from Emcat. So I think both players are going to be able to really show us a really good match with this.
For sure. Emcat's also on the right side again, so you know, trying to get used to that pad just to,
Oh, yeah.
she knows what happened probably, knows what felt right, what felt wrong. Just going to use that kind of to her advantage now. Safari also playing the left, so has some experience on that as well too. And we'll see what they got here. All right.
Oh, such a good song. Both players instantly comfortable with how fast the song is.
Not a ton of complexity in terms of like technical needs, but
Very
like,
stamina heavy,
yep.
very fast song. Just
It's
got to be able to make your feet go fast.
It's one of those 14s just does not stop. It's very much in the same vein as Hard Brain was earlier. Like there's no break. Even when you get a break, your muscles are just like trying to figure out what's going on here. So like here, it's a little bit of a shock to the legs to just suddenly go.
have to go
Yep.
so slow after going so fast for so long. Safari picked up a great there, but and a good.
Yeah,
A little
Emcat.
bit of trouble with the slowdown, but he's
Emcat's
getting a bit more comfortable with it.
not showing any problem on that right side there. Safari recovering really well as well. A couple little crossover parts. Emcat still on the PFC. Safari on a personal best on the EX personal best still. So
Oh, wow, by quite a lot. We'd love to see that.
still grinding away here.
It's been really nice to see him in this tournament and just like completely destroying it.
After all the like 440 steps you have, these jumps are just really,
exhausting.
really hard on the legs. Emcat still keeping form. These 3-note bursts here.
I believe this is going to be a PB for her as well. Looking very clean.
Wow, strong.
And a PFC
Really?
from Emcat on that. Let's see if it's a PB for her. It's definitely a PB for Safari. Like, I think it was up by 31 EX for a personal score. He got the AAA.
Yeah,
Emcat got 29 perfect
That's-
on that. That is crazy.
that's a good recovery for both of them actually.
That is
That is a really good recovery for both of them. Emcat taking the song, of course, but yeah,
that is absolutely insane to see. I love that.
yeah.
All right, let's see what the next song is going to be. I'm guessing this is the tag section of
Yeah.
things. So, what other tag song will we be playing? Ooh, okay.
ZEPHYRANTHES, all right.
Looks like Emcat has a PFC on this.
Yeah, 49 PFC.
And I believe that is a 980 that Safari is sitting at, which is extremely high. So we'll see how both of them perform on this. I feel like this is a song that I tend to overlook, but it's a really good song.
Yeah, and anyway, something we gotta remember too with Safari, a lot of the song choices that we've seen have been personal best, so a lot of
absolutely.
these charts may not have been played
In quite a while.
in quite a while, yeah. Or, you know, possibly on like a Nomar account or on a different card.
That's
so.
kind of what I love to see about like the tournament format like this, where you know a lot of the songs that are in these card draws people have not played in a while because they're kind of some spicy text. Like there's a lot of
Yeah.
songs in there where I don't even remember seeing the
Yeah.
jacket.
All right, here we go.
All right.
They're both
Starting
locked
it
in.
out. Let's see how this goes.
Absolutely. Nice little beautiful intro. ZEPHYRANTHES, one of my personal favorite tag songs.
Both players really starting out strong here. Both players picked up a grade around the same area.
Yeah. Emcat's by head right now by about 10, give or take. A couple here, depending on the note. ZEPHYRANTHES is one of those charts too, it just builds and builds and builds and builds. So you have like less note density here, but by the end it feels like a 15. It's really, really hard on the body there. As your stamina's kind of drained. The Emcat pulling ahead a little bit now into the jumps.
Both players really just like sticking to that MA.
Emcat had one perfect through that syncopation. Just one perfect. So definitely turning up the heat there.
Oh, Safari's PB is, I see that, oh, we picked up a miss there, but we see that tracker that he is still quite a bit up on his PB for this.
Yeah, we have a day of best here right now in Beavercreek. Emcat picked up a grade, it looks like. Looks like jumps are no trouble, even this late in the song. Through the last run, and Emcat will take
An incredible performance.
Perfect.
That is a PB for both of them, I believe so. Definitely a PB for Safari. Emcat with just, what, 3 grades on that? Oh, wow. And what, 26 perfects?
Yeah, definitely beats their EX personal best. Now, one thing about the DDR doesn't track your EX personal best versus your money score personal best. It just takes the money score. That being said, chances are, especially a song like chart like that, you're not going to get much higher than when you actually PFC, because it's one of those charts when you're really locked in. Very, like, it has a stamina portion of it, but it's, you know, once you get the stamina portion brought down, you just got to dial in that MA. So
Yep.
yeah, that's got to be up there for Emcat as well. Very, very strong bounce back for both players, in fact. But Emcat taking the victory in that match. Looking intense, looking a little tired, but looking intense. Wants to make sure to win. Keep winning, keep grinding, you know, keep in the fight here. And then we have HINTZ.
Somewhere around here. Oh, it looks like they're doing a card draw for HINTZ and KidCrab right now. So
They're just finishing up that right now too.
this tournament has been so wonderful so far, and I just want to bring up the fact that Round 1 at Fairfield Commons Mall has been so accommodating for letting us host this tournament here, and they have been wonderful with helping us move all of the machines to make it more suitable for a tournament setup, and you know, providing us chairs and just being like super accommodating and very helpful with like making sure that we can run this and have everyone here. And it's just so nice to be able to put on these tournaments here and have all of the staff and everyone be like so helpful and accommodating.
Yeah, and you brought up too, like it's not only us. We've got production next to us. People have been cycling in and out as well. NPC's here right now.
We see the hand.
Tyler was here earlier.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. Got to give them some love. But that was my my main job at Mistake on the Lake, so I know how difficult it is to kind of concentrate on balancing sound and all that stuff, along with a couple others obviously too. But you know, we got the volunteers, we got the rest of the staff, yourself, running around.
We have a lot going on here. So like we have this DDR tournament going on. We also have the Sound Voltex tournament, which I think they may have wrapped up. I'm not really sure. Maybe they're on break, but it's like we have 2 tournaments going on, so there is so much production work going on, and everyone here is just having a good time, talking, hanging out, getting to play a fun game with people that they know. So yeah. We got,
that's what brings together here.
We got KidCrab and HINTZ carding in right now.
Yeah, HINTZ is looking to go, I believe 2-0. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to be looking at that. That's going to really put him in the driver's seat if he can win. But if KidCrab can pull this off, it would be, I wouldn't call it like a super upset, but definitely one of the bigger upsets that we've had here at the event. If he can pull that off, we're looking at a wide open match here, or wide open pool here.
I think it's really going to depend on the different songs that they pick and their different strengths. So looks like HINTZ here has a PFC on this. KidCrab with the 922. I have a feeling he may not have played this in a while.
Yeah, definitely something that he has not played in. I just knowing the level of play where he's at now, at least probably a year. At least on this account, he does play on an 820 plus machine still, so that could be different. So we'll have to see. Let's see where we are right now. Oh, 2 greats right there and a miss. Yeah, it looked like KidCrab just did not get his footing under him early on there. HINTZ on a PFC at the moment there.
Oh, wow, that drill run. Oh, these drill runs are insane, and HINTZ is just absolutely destroying them.
Fast drills there.
They're absolutely no problem for him.
Yep, we got more. Doing a little light practice for egoism down the road here potentially. Yeah, HINTZ handling that flawlessly at the moment. KidCrab trying to come back a little bit. There's quite a gap.
I think he's starting to get his footing a little bit more. Oh, quick of a miss there.
I think what KidCrab is going to do, I think he's just conserving his energy a bit now. So he's still doing the movements for his own muscle sake to stay warm, but you don't want to bracket something too much unless you're really exhausted. HINTZ still on that PFC though, really trying to finish strong here.
And we get the PFC from HINTZ there, which I believe it was a very, maybe possibly a PB. I don't recall seeing that many perfects in there, so.
It was up there. Again, whenever you get 750 as a PB. Oh!
Oh, wow. He did get a PB on that 20 for that one. Okay, that was crazy.
20.
Especially with all of those drills. It is hard to stay on top of that.
Little foot speed check there.
Oh, and then, okay, we're going to 15 now.
Yeah, we are going to the 15th quarter for... Okay. Okay.
I'm not familiar enough with the songs to be able to translate this into English. Do you know what this one's?
My Japanese is very, very limited. Unfortunately, I do apologize for that. But
typically, my go-to is to just describe the picture, be like, okay, it's the one with this anime girl.
So, again, if we go. If you look at trends here, again, KidCrab has had, minus the last song, has had better performance than what the personal records have indicated. We may be in for a close match. HINTZ has that PFC.
It looks like KidCrab may only have about 2 greats or so on this. They seem a lot closer on this one. KidCrab definitely seems more comfortable in this song. HINTZ ahead by a little bit, but not too much.
Hit those green notes really solidly by both players. KidCrab actually making gap up a little bit here too. Still within striking distance. A lot of jumps here. There we go. Again, more runs as well too. Yeah, HINTZ. That one perfect in the last 2 runs there.
Both players are doing great on those runs.
Yes. KidCrab still keeping HINTZ honest here, keeping him on his toes, so to speak there. Ooh. And HINTZ will take the song of the match.
With another PFC on it. Nice
9?
full combo from both players. Did it say 9?
Did I say 9?
It is 9. Okay,
9?
so we have an STP from HINTZ on that. KidCrab doing amazing on that as well, with only 3 greats on that. So,
HINTZ is here. HINTZ has arrived in the building.
is that our first STP of the tournament, or have there been other ones? I've not been paying as close attention to that, but
I want to say there was
anyway, an STP is just impressive, especially in a tournament.
Yeah.
So
there was something that was close, but I can't remember if it was on the warm-up machine or if it was here. I was watching some of the tournament, grabbing some food here in the back, and then I remember coming back. Either way, we have not seen that in a while. We have not seen that this late. HINTZ has the advantage of staying warm because there's going to be just a small break if he advances, which it is looking like he is in the driver's seat to do so, to the single elimination semifinals and finals here.
and I believe that closes that pool out.
Yeah. So yeah, HINTZ does take it, actually. Time does fly when you're having fun, I swear.
I know. This day is just completely flying by. I get to see all my friends,
Yep.
so I'm happy.
Get to see old friends that we don't get to see too
Yeah.
often as well, which is nice. Again, if you're new to the scene, if you know anybody that's new to the scene, invite them out. Invite them to a tournament. Invite them to a local gathering. That's what it's all about. Like, we love this. I wouldn't have been here 15, 16 years ago if somebody didn't pluck me out of my room and been like, hey, come to this tournament. I'd be like, oh, but it's DDR. How serious can it be? It's a lot serious.
That was actually my introduction to this as well. I went to Mistake on the Lake 4, never having played DDR before. And as soon as I was around the community when everyone was so very like nice and like just like, yeah, come on and hang out with us.
Yeah.
Like everyone is just so pleasant in
Yeah.
this community, and it's just so nice to be able to make friends and like get exercise, play this fun game, hang out.
We're welcoming. We're a very diverse community. We accept everybody, who they are, how they are, no matter what. Speaking of trans rights, folks, I'm just going to say it now. We're going to talk about that later. Trans rights are human rights, so don't forget that.
Very true. I like that you're repping the merch along with it too. You're like, oh.
Have to have the throwback to Mistake on the Lake 5, of course, as well, too. But yeah, I think let's see what's going on here.
It looks like we're getting ready for the next pool.
So we are going right into the semifinals, actually.
Oh, what? Okay,
We're
that
gonna
happened
go
so fast.
right into it. Yeah. So we are looking at first match will be Kel.
Okay, so
Okay.
apparently I am being booted off, and you'll get to see us again. So it's been wonderful talking to everybody.
Yeah,
I'm
Jade,
very
thank you so much.
happy that I can be a part of this and hang out with everyone. So, all right, I guess tag out, tag in
And we will go
with
to
all those tag songs that we played. So
I was gonna say we will go to another tag set, I'm sure, soon enough.
I'm
but-
sure we will. All right, I will talk to everybody later. Thank you all.
Yep, and we will be back in a moment.